everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Yamal Scholar, and today we are going to talk about a new and upcoming mythic monster whose name is Quaxalcroc. Now before I reveal too much about this monster, I would humbly request you all to click on that red subscribe button given down below. Now you would ask me, why would I do that? If you want to keep updated about the newest and latest monster sneak peeks and some great Monster Legends content, I would highly advise you to do that. Now that that's out of the way, we have the Monster Legends weekly map in front of us. So for Monday, we'll be continuing with the marathon, and as the days progress, this monster will be available in the tribal fire maze, which is going to start about Friday, so you better be ready for that as well. Now there's also yoroi's breeding quest that will be starting from Thursday onwards. I have done a video on yoroi, and I'm planning to do another one as soon as his skill sheet is released, so be sure to look out for that as well. Now let us read about how to get this monster. The main way to get this monster is through the tribal fire maze. Now if you're new here and you do not know what mazes are basically a free event in Monster Legends in which you have to collect maze coins every 4 hours from specified actions in the game, and yeah, you pretty much get those maze coins and spend them on discounts. The best way is to spend on the highest discount possible, which is usually 20 to 30% depending upon social points' discretion. So let's read about this monster, the tribal fire maze. The tribal fire maze has opened its gates, and you have a chance to get Quaxalcroc, a fire attacker with heavy torture skills like burn, sunburn, ignition, or nightmares. He has an evolving trait. At rank 0, he's immune to freeze. At rank 1, he gains immunity to possession, and at rank 3, he becomes immune to control. Now by far, I believe this is the best trait we have come across in mythic monsters as of now. This immunity to control will really boost his usability, and I have been going through his skills as well before this video, and I feel like he is by far one of the most usable mythic monsters in the game. I believe right now he is the fourth he will be actually the fourth fire mythic monster to be released in game. Now mythic monster, as you might or might not know, are the most powerful category of monsters in the game right now. So I highly advise you to do this tribal fire maze and get your hands on this amazing monster. Now let's take a look at his skills as well. So as you all know, mythic monsters have very simplified skills, and they just have 8 skills to choose from. I really like this about mythic monsters, as they do not have a lot of unnecessary skills, and it's really easy to choose from. I like how Social Point are delivering on their promise of keeping it simple, and you'll be able to choose skills that, you know, really make a difference. Now the moveset are Grilled Culkin, deals moderate fire damage to one enemy. Now nothing too special about this, but remember mythic monsters really have a high power stat as compared to other monsters in the game. Now I do not know the exact power stat or exact life stat or, you know, the speed stat of this monster to really comment on what kind of monster this will be, whether it is an attacker, a support, a deny, etc. But from what I've read through the skills, I believe this monster is an attacker. So this skill, Grilled Culkin, is nothing too special. Moving on, we have Sitting on the Chair, deals low fire damage to all enemies. Again, nothing too special. Let's just move on. Then we have mythical. I'm sorry if I'm butchering this pronunciation right now. I just can't deal with this very difficult move names. Applies nightmare to one enemy, gives 1 extra turn to itself, requires cooldown. Now you might want to run this skill as it gives you an extra turn, and if the opposing team is not running any kind of anticipation monsters, you can run this skill and basically essentially get rid of 2 of the legendary monsters of 2 or 2 of the weaker monsters in the game. Or for example, you could essentially get rid of all 3 of the monsters. For example, one of them is a tank, and you can just, you know, do this skill, then do an AoE with the that is ahead that will do burn, freeze, ignite, etc., and that can basically get rid of the entire enemy team. Then we have Aztec Fire, deals moderate fire damage to one enemy, applies burn to one enemy, requires cooldown. Again, nothing too special, it just deals fire damage and applies burn to the enemy. Right now, so far, it isn't that good. Now the real skills come in the other 4 skill sets, so let's just read about them as well. We have, for the other 4 skill sets, we have Dragon's Cry, deals moderate special damage to all enemies, applies nightmare to all enemies, requires cooldown. Now I would can consider running the skill simply because it's special based and it will neither increase the damage nor decrease the damage that it is dealing to the enemy. As you know that the elemental advantage does not affect special skills, so and on top of that it also deals nightmares, so hence I think it's a very good skill to run as well. Then we have Ember Storm, deals modifier damage to all enemies, applies ignite to all enemies, requires cooldown. Now I would suggest that you run this skill, but there is another more powerful version of the skill basically, so just wait and we'll see. Then we have Sunhammer, deals very heavy special damage to one enemy, applies fire, weakness, burn and ignition to one enemy. Now you could be running as your as your single one hit KO move to get rid of one legendary monster. If you have this monster on strength runes, it will work very well. Then we have the skill that I was talking about, Blaze Rain, deals modifier damage to all enemies, applies burn and sunburn to all enemies, requires cooldown. Now the reason that I am suggesting that you run this skill is because first of all it deals modifier damage, right? Hence it will deal an initial amount of damage. Then burn and sunburn are DOTs, which are basically damage over time, so both burn and sunburn will knock out a significant amount of HP of the opposing monsters. So yeah, this is a really good skill to run. This is the skills aren't too like cluttered and there's not a lot to choose from, so I would say that just looking at these skills, I have recommended you some of the good skills to run, and you can always switch it up. Moving on, we have its special skill, which is Heat Inferno, deals heavy fire damage to all enemies, applies burn, sunburn and ignite to all enemies. So yeah, pretty straightforward, pretty simple monster. I think it will have an attack build and we'll just have to see about the stats. If the stats are good, I would really consider the monster, I would really want this monster on my team, considering that the some of the other mythic monsters do not even, you know, compare to this monster. This monster I believe is a very good addition to the mythic category. Now as you might have noticed, the mythic monsters are getting stronger and stronger, and I am not looking forward to that day that a mythic monster is like a mythic monster has traits like area dodge and all of those complex amount of traits. Like I'm really scared for that, and I'm also scared for a mythic monster that has immune to anticipation or any other stupid skill like that. So I'm really not looking forward to it. I just wish that Social Point keeps it simple and does not make the same mistake over and over again. But right now they're going so far so good, but they're gradually increasing the strength of mythic monsters, which I am not a fan of. So yeah, we'll wait and watch. Now again, I would like to remind you all, you'll be getting this monster from the tribal fire maze. Maze events are really easy to do. You'll just have to log in every 4 hours and get a set amount of maze coins from the maze, and you know, get this maze coins and get that monster. Now this basically concludes my mini analysis / sneak peek on this monster. If you liked the video, if you have made it so far, I would like to really thank you. Again, do consider subscribing and be sure to turn on those notifications for the latest updates, sneak peeks and news. As soon as news is out, I try my level best to get videos out as soon as possible for you guys, because yeah, that's my job right now. So yeah, I really appreciate that you subscribe. I think I said it a lot of times right now, so I'm sorry if it's bugging you. I would also really appreciate if you guys could, you know, give me some suggestions, give me some in the comments down below. I always love to interact with you guys and would love to answer some of your questions about me or about game in general. So yeah, looking forward to that. Thank you again for watching this video. See you in the next one. Bye bye.